All right. Here is what the mower is doing. I believe the starter is out. So the battery's good. This is a Kohler Command Pro. Has the twin cylinder, fuel injected. I went and bought the starter this morning. It is a genuine Kohler starter. I did buy it from my local shop. It was $265. I know it's a lot. I know I can buy it on Amazon for less than $100. I do like to support my local shop because I know it's the little things like this where they make enough money to stay open. I know when they're selling these mowers, they're not making shit. My local shop, they're about 20-30 minutes from me. Bluegrass Lawn and Garden, they're up Dixie Highway. We currently live in St. Matthews, Louisville. We did used to live on Dixie Highway, so they were my local shop. They are an orange dealer. They sell all orange products: Steel, Echo, Scag. I love Scag, so I support my dealer. They're backed out right now. I've never changed a starter. I'm going to give this a try. I've scoured through YouTube and have not been able to find anything whatsoever. So I'm going to try to make some clips and hopefully this will help somebody. So from my understanding, when you are changing the starter, you should unplug the spark plug or spark plugs first, and then you should disconnect the battery. My particular mower, I do have a quick shoot on it, and I think it would just make it a little bit easier if I take this handle off, so that gives me a little bit more room to get back in here. So I think I'm gonna remove this handle. Honestly, I have no idea like how to do any of this. I know the starter is back in this area. This thing is in front of it. I don't know what this is called, but I'm going to start by taking this off. It looks like it has one bolt here, one there, which looks like the ground connects to. And it looks like this whole thing, there's a bracket secured back here to the side of the engine, but I can't reach it. Right now, these are the only visible bolts that I see. So I'm going to, oh, actually there's another one right here in here. I do know that I'm gonna have to rotate the fuel tube out of the way. So at some point, I know there's a screw right on the side here that I'm gonna have to take out. For now, I'm gonna start with this thing. Oh, and also, so I'm gonna start with these two bolts. Is there another one here? No, 1, 2 there. This is a 5/16. All right, so I got those two screws out, 5/16. And now this thing, sorry I don't know what all this stuff is called, guys. Like I said, I'm definitely no mechanic. I have no clue how this stuff is really supposed to work. So now there's another screw back here to get this bracket out of the way. can see that. I believe that's the same size. And then there's this bracket. I can feel the drain tube connected to it. This boat's just holding on the ground wire and this other wire. Not exactly sure if I need to take that off. But I'm gonna start with trying to take this bracket off and just see what kind of position that puts me in. Okay, so I took out that back boat in here. It was the same as the first two boats. I went ahead and I took out the screw holding the drain tube or the fill tube on. It's a little bit different. It's smaller and it's black. So now, you know, whenever I'm ready, I can rotate that out of the way. But this bracket is still not, oh, okay, there's another one. So there's one here, and then there's one inside there. So, I found this little drill thing that I have. It definitely helps this speed along. I'll get this out and then update. Okay, so the boat that's inside here is a little bit bigger. It is a 10 millimeter. So I'm gonna get this out and then update. All right, so I got that boat out. It's a lot longer. This is the 10 millimeter. Still, the bracket's still not coming off, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to remove that one with the ground. Yep, I'll do that and then update. All right, so this is a 1/2 inch boat and nut, and I am about to remove that. It looks like here's the main ground wire. I'm not sure what this is going to, but this appears to be a ground wire of some sort. And then on the back side, I don't think there's any other wires. So I'm gonna put the camera down. I'm gonna use both hands so that I don't get this shit mixed up. And I'll record the next step. Okay, so I got all that out of the way. There's my ground wires. I just stuck them over there. I learned the reason why this bracket's not coming off is there's actually another boat right there, and you get to it from this hole right there. Let me just check my size real quick. Kind of feels like it might be one of the bigger ones. If I can get my ratchet. Nope, it's one of the small ones. Which, what did I, or no? Okay, it is the bigger one, the 10 millimeter. There we go. All right, coming off. Looks like the whole bracket's moving. I'm gonna put the camera down so I don't lose nothing. All right, I believe I have it all the way loose. Oh shit. Oh, that dropped the hose starter and everything. Oh, okay, so those long boats are the boats that hold the starter on. So honestly, you can probably bypass a lot of this and just take out those two long boats, which, to show you, there was that one like that, and then this one like this. So honestly, you might be able to get away with not taking off that little electrical box if you could just disconnect the ground wire and then disconnect those two boats that those two bolts go through the starter, which connects it to the block, and then drops the starter down. So let's see what we got here. Move this thing out of the way. Here is our starter, which looks like I'm gonna have to remove all of these wires. I'm gonna turn the camera off. I'm gonna take some pictures of this so I don't get them mixed up, and then we'll check back in. Okay, so on the starter, here's the black ground, and then hold on, I got a big ass head. Here's the black ground, and then it looks like the main power and this other power is right next to it. Sorry, I know this camera angle really fucking sucks. Here we go. So it looks like, all right, I've got the ground here, which this just slides on. That just slides on and off of this. And then it looks like I've got the main power, and then I've got this power, and then that looks like a red and maybe purple, or red and gray connecting. All those connect to this. And from what I'm seeing, you only have to put wires in those two spots. So you got your ground, and then you got everything else. I believe, is that a 10 millimeter? No. That might be half. Okay, so that's gonna be 1/2 inch for all the power. Another thing that, you know, I've just heard from other stuff, like I said, man, I've never done any of this stuff. I know I'm probably not calling things the right names, probably not, you know, I probably sound like a complete fucking dumbass, because honestly, pretty much am. I'm not very mechanically inclined, although I would love to be. I just lack of experience. I've never done this kind of stuff. And I'm making these videos to help me get this stuff back together, but B, because I literally scoured the internet to find something to help me with this, and I could not find one single video for this exact model. So hopefully someone else, maybe this video will help. I do plan on putting it on YouTube. I've never in my life made a video on YouTube. So that's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, and ultimately, hopefully it helps some of you guys out there. But something I have seen on another video is it says that these, I don't know what you call them, prongs or whatever, they're made out of copper, as you can see here. And it says to be very careful when you tighten these down, because unlike a regular metal post, I think is what they're called, a regular metal post, you know, you could tighten shit out of it and it'll be fine. Copper is a lot softer metal, obviously. So when you over tighten this, you could actually break it. So just be mindful of that. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get all this stuff disconnected. I pray to God I can get this all back together and I don't fuck it up. Here's this. I don't know if my new starter came with that nut. Let me double check. Here is the new one. Let me see how this goes. shit, I almost fell. It appears like this. Okay, so that nut does not come on here. So probably focus. Probably be a good idea to go ahead and put that nut on here. Get this thing the rest of the way out. And then we'll move forward. All right, so actually I had it wrong. So there's these two wires on there, the main power, and then this one, the red wire, okay, that were on here. And then this red, and I can't tell what that other color is. Shit. Try not to get this stuff mixed up. All right, and then so this other one is actually, I'm sorry about the fucked up camera. I'm trying to get you guys as good an angle as I can. So this red and purple, oh, actually, okay, it's a thing too. I thought it was a clip on the side. All right, so those three go together. All right, God, I hope I don't fuck this up. All right, I believe, oh shit, guys, we got the starter out. Heck yeah. All right, so that's out. I hope this is right, because mine says 2509821. This one says 2509824. WI53044. WI53044. Okay, then the bottom got this black tube. It appears right to me. I'm gonna give my dealer a call real quick and just verify that this is right. I know the WI number is correct, but the part numbers are slightly different. It does appear to be the same to me. I just want to call and verify. And just so you guys know, again, the part number off of my starter, this is the original starter from the engine. It's Kohler 2509821. It's Kohler, Kohler original starter, Kohler 12 volt, WI53044. 8000870. This is the factory original starter. The replacement starter that I bought is Kohler original brand, Kohler 2509824, WI53044, Kohler 12 volt, 61008382. So that's what we're working with. I'm gonna call my dealer and then continue. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to put the new starter in. I know a lot of people, they mount them first and then they put all those wires on. Since I took mine out and then put the wires on, or took the wires off, I think I might try to go ahead and put my wires on and then put it back in. And if it gives me too much trouble, then I'll take a picture of how the wires are supposed to go, and then I will disconnect them and just try to put the starter on and then connect the wires. But I would like to try and do it the way I took it apart. I wish I could get this camera set up to where you guys could watch me doing that. But like I said, I'm not a YouTuber. This will be my first video, so I honestly have no clue. I don't have any like special attachments for my camera. I'm just recording this on my phone. So I'm gonna try to get these wires hooked up and then I'll check back. All right, guys, so I got all three of those power wires going onto that post. I got my negative clip hooked back up. So so now I'm gonna try and flip this thing over. I have no clue of how this is supposed to go, but I'm gonna try and finagle this thing back into place and check back in. I do know it's supposed to go something like so, I believe. I'm gonna have to use both hands, so I'm gonna try to finagle this and then check back in. All right, and then just to show y'all, so the starter sits down in here, and the bolt's gotta go in those two bolts right there, which is the two main bolts. So I'm gonna try to get that figured out. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do, I got the starter in place. I went ahead, I got one screw in. I've got to put the bracket in first and then put my bolts, but I went ahead and got one of the bolts connected. So I'm just gonna put the other bolt with the bracket up in here and just kind of cock it out of the way. See if I can get this other bolt started, and then once I've got that bolt in place, I'm gonna take the other bolt out and then move my bracket down and redo the bolt. See if that works. All right, guys, so yeah, that worked. So like I said, I put the starter in place with one of the bolts, and then I put the bracket and the bolt on the other side, got it started, pulled that other bolt back in, or pulled it back out. I moved my bracket down and then put the bolt back through it. It feels very secure now. My wires are attached at the bottom. Let's see what else. I'm just gonna tighten those down a little bit more really quick. And then I'm gonna put my ground wires back in place, and then we'll put this back in place. And I pray to God it all works. Check back in. All right, so I went ahead, I tightened the starter bolts down a little bit more. I've got my ground wires in place right here. They go in this hole of the bracket right here, this top hole. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten that up. All right, guys, so I got that in place. Next up, I need to rotate my fill tube back in place, and this piece, let me rotate it again. This piece of the fill tube is gonna rotate, and then on the side of the bracket here, that's where that black screw goes in. Remember, we've got 3 of the same, and we've got this one different one. Put that in here. Shit, I forgot what size. I think that might have been our 5/16. All right, got that thing back in. Now, I gotta put this back. There was 1, 2 screws for that. 1, 2. 3. Oh yeah. So we've got 1, 2, and then remember our other one goes right there. All right. All right, I'm gonna have to put the camera down and get this done. Okay, something I just realized. So when putting these 3 screws back in, the one in the back, you gotta go ahead and put it in, and also go ahead and tighten it down, because after that we're going to be putting that block on back up here, so it has to be tightened down first. All right, so I got the back one in, and then it's not gonna fit. I got the back one in now. Getting these front ones in. All three of these are 5/16. Okay, so I believe that is everything. Go ahead and plug the spark plugs back in. Sorry, my garage is a little bit of a mess. God. Hopefully this all works. I pray to God it fucking works. I'm gonna go ahead and get this battery hooked back up. I'll do the moment of truth starting with you guys. I do know we did try to crank it quite a few times, trying to figure out if it was the starter when I was at the mower shop this morning. So hopefully the battery's still got enough charge to crank it up, but we'll do the moment of truth together. All right, everybody, I got the battery hooked back up. Spark plugs are in. Pray to God this all works. I had to take this off because I had to release the hydros to move the mower in here. Please let this work. We've got power. Oh, brake. All right, so far it didn't start. I'm hoping it's just because the battery is dead. So I'm gonna hook up the battery, let it charge for a second, and try to jump start it. And I don't know. I just lost a lot of faith. Hopefully this. All right, guys, I jump started it, and she's running. I don't know why, man. I don't know why, but it like really hesitated to start. Little bit of backstory. So the mower is a 2020 it has 658 hours exactly. 658 hours exactly. Haven't had to do any major repairs to it so far. I did have to get new coils on it, I believe. Oh, and a new fuel pump. See here and there. I think that's for the fuel. Again, I'm not a mechanic. I don't know nothing about this shit. You know, I obviously need to learn. I'm very proud of myself for being able to do this. Please excuse the wood. I know that looks fucking junky. So anyways, the other day we had a really bad storm. I was out mowing at the time and I got stuck in it. And, you know, I called it a day. I loaded up and I headed back. The mower, you know, got rained on a lot during that storm. As soon as I got home, I brought it in the garage. So I don't know if like water got down in it, but it really did just take a minute to really get started. Which I know these things should be able to handle water. I don't know. But anyway, that's just a little bit of a backstory about it. I got the new starter in. I'm very fucking proud of myself. I really hope that I follow through with uploading this to YouTube, and then I hope that it can help somebody else. The engine that I have is the Kohler Command Pro. It is the fuel injected. I want to say it's 26 or 27 horsepower. I thought it said on here somewhere, maybe not. Scag be right too. Yeah, I'm gonna get all my tools put back up, get my handle put back on for my quick shoot, and roll out. Hopefully this is the end of my issues for today. Thank you guys for watching. I do plan on making a lot more content moving forward. I've noticed a lot of videos that aren't online, and I'd like to bring you guys information that really does help. I do a lot of tune-up work on my small hand tools, and you know, I'll start showcasing all of it. If there's anything you guys want to learn, just post it in the comments, and I'll definitely be sure to make videos. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while now. You know, everybody says like, comment, and subscribe. You know, I know nobody does that, but if this video helped you out, you know, if you don't mind, just hit them buttons for me, and I'll keep the content coming. Thank you guys.